It's your boy Supreme, man. I'm back. Look, man, I got something crazy for y'all, dog. We just got an update. We got a patch today. It fixed the catalyst mask. So I had made this build back when the new season came out with the DLC, but the mask was bugged out, so I wasn't able to use it. But here we are now. It's working. And I wanted to drop this real quick for y'all, man. So check me out. This is the Pyro build 2.0, man. We've been upgraded, dog. Let me tell you, this build is insane, dog. It's insane. It's hella fun. We about to get into it, man. I'm gonna start from the top. I'm gonna break it down. Y'all just follow me, okay? Now with the specialization, we're going with the firewall. Now you have no choice. You have to run the firewall because it's a flamethrower build, right? So it's going to give us 30% health on kill. It's going to give us increased burn duration, 20%. And we're going to get the striker shield. Also, the firewall provides the firewall tactical link. Allies deal 10% more damage to enemies that are within 10 meters of you. So the closer you are to enemies, your teammates will do more damage to them. On your armor break, you also apply burn to enemies within 5 meters, which is great as well. Now it's a flamethrower build, so we're going to be using a specialization weapon majority of the time. So we got multiple ways of getting our specialization ammo back. This is one of the ways. Killing enemies within 10 meters adds 3 to the ammo bar. So we're running a shotgun for our primary. We're going to be getting close to them anyway. We got the flamethrower and the shield. So every time you kill an enemy within 10 meters, it's going to add ammo to the ammo bar. And when you fill that up, you get spec ammo, right? So that's another way of getting your specialization ammo. Now we running a shotgun and an SMG, and we running a pistol. So put those damages on and you're good to go, okay? Alright. Now this season we got the hardcore modifier, and this modifier along with that exotic mask just made this build insane, bro. Since we have a lot of blues on the build, the assault link is going to give us 5% weapon damage for every non-red core equipped, right? The attributes are frozen and the bonuses are multiplied times 4 when we pop the assault link. Okay, now the assault link paired with this passive talent, this passive modifier, specialized, is insane. With this build, it's crazy, dog. Look, this is giving us 10% weapon damage. 10% signature weapon damage for every firearm tier. So when we pop the assault link, it's going to put us at tier 5 instantly, right off the bat. So that's 50% extra damage on the flamethrower. Okay, now the last part of the description, the passive modifier values are multiplied times 2. So when we pop this link, we're going to be at 50. It's going to multiply that times 2. That's 100% signature weapon damage, dog. 100% extra damage on the flamethrower. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, I'm telling you. And on activation, when you at gear till 5 with the firearms, your ammo is refilled. So that includes your specialization ammo. What I like to do is I like to use the flamethrower until I'm about to run out of ammo. I pop the link, bam, it just refill my ammo back up to the top. So you'll constantly have ammo for the flamethrower. You can always have it out. And then also you also getting those bonuses. You're getting the extra damage. We're going with loaded up as well, and we're going with extra padding for the protection from elite. Since we got a lot of blues on the build, it just goes well with it, right? These two you can kind of play around with. You can run whatever you want to run, but you absolutely want to run specialized, man. It makes the build crazy. For real. Alright, now for the guns, we're going with the Scorpio, one of the better guns in the game. It's a shotgun, hits hard, so that's why a lot of people like to use Scorpios on builds with a lot of armor, right? Now this gun is going to give us the talent Septic Shock which is going to apply the poison, the disorient, the shock, and the target is going to take that 20% additional damage from all sources. Now that's including the flamethrower. Okay. Now, one of the cons of running the flamethrower is that it has reduced damage to named enemies, right? So the bosses is going to take reduced damage from the flamethrower. So that's why I like to pepper them up first with the Scorpio. You hit them a few times, put the mark on them. They're going to take that 20% additional damage from the flamethrower, right? So you hit them with the Scorpio, put the mark on them, swap back to the flamethrower, and you get a little bit more damage against bosses. Okay. Now for the mobs, for just regular enemies running around, you're going to melt through those. They don't they don't stand a chance. Believe me. All right, the Scorpio is great, man. It's a great. I would highly recommend running this. We got 800, almost 800k damage on it. Got it up to expertise 30. You definitely want to put some expertise into it. And we got target out of cover on there. Okay. Now for the secondary, I'm going with the Grudge. Named SMG. It's going to give us perfect vindictive. When you kill an enemy under a status effect, it's going to give you and your allies within 20 meters the 21% crit chance and the 21% crit damage, right? Okay, so they're going to always be under a status effect. You're going to always have them on fire from the flamethrower. So you can just swap to this and get a kill real quick, and you get that extra crit chance and crit damage. But yeah, it's personal preference with the secondary. You can run whatever you want to run. Same with the pistol. I just got the card on. It's giving us a free skill tier. I'm mainly just running the pistol for the talent, even though I'm really not using the pistol too much. But if I do decide to swap to it, I got the finisher that's going to give me the 30% crit chance and 30% crit damage, right? So yeah, I also tried to run perpetuation. That would have gave us a lot more duration and damage on our flamethrower, but what I noticed with the perpetuation is it only works with skills. Because when you get the talent active and you go to swap back to the flamethrower, it's going to cancel it out because the gun has to technically still be in your hand, right? So perpetuation doesn't work. I wish it did. That would have been a lot more damage, but it don't. So just go with finisher and you're good to go. Now let's get into the gear, man. For the star of the show, the new exotic mask, the Catalyst, man. We finally got it, or we've been had it, but it's finally working now, so you can use it. This mask drops from the Army Terminal mission, which is in the new Brooklyn DLC. So you gotta have the DLC to have access to this mask. Okay, it's great, man. The mask is a beast. It just slotted into this build and made it even better. It just upgraded the build for sure. Okay, but the mask comes with a weapon damage core, hazard protection, and status effects. We got a crit damage mod in it. Alright, now the talent chemical agent, how it works is dealing and receiving status effects, whether it's burn, bleed, shock, EMP, disrupt, whatever it is. It's going to build stacks of catalysts to a maximum of 12. Each stack is going to give you 2% weapon damage and 2% status effects. So 12 times 2, that's 24% weapon damage you can get and 24% status effects. That's going to make the flamethrower and the Scorpio get a lot of additional damage. Mainly the flamethrower. We running it mainly for the flamethrower. It just makes it go crazy, bro. Now for the second part of the talent, it's going to give us at max stacks, killing a status affected enemy is going to grant 25% bonus armor and 20% reload speed. Okay, they're going to always be on a status effect. You're going to always have them on fire. You're going to always be killing enemies under a status effect. Okay, so you're going to constantly be getting that reactant to activate and giving you that bonus armor back. That synergizes perfectly with the backpack. Now we're going with a Palisade backpack for the 10% armor on kill. Now you got options with the backpack. You can also go with more status effects. You don't really need more, but if you wanted a little more status effect, you can go with a golden backpack or electric. You can go with a bellstone for the perfect bloodsucker if you have the liquid engineer. This one will work well with the build as well too, with the perfect bloodsucker, and you get the 1% armor regen. I just prefer the 10% armor on kill because we're going to be killing multiple enemies at once, and you're going to be getting a bunch of armor on kill back at once. Now the Palisade comes with an armor core on it. We got crit damage on it and status effects on it. Now you want to have status effect attribute on every piece of gear, because that's the only way we're going to make the flame and the duration of the burn from the flamethrower stronger. The status effect attribute is going to do that. Okay. And that doesn't, the flamethrower does not scale off of reds. The only way to make it stronger is that status effect attribute and from leveling it up with the expertise. You definitely want to do that. But yeah, you want to go with the Palisades. Like I said, we're going with Bloodsucker as the talent. That's going to synergize with the catalyst and the reactant. It's crazy, man. The survivability is through the roof. You want to be getting that armor on kill back and the bonus armor from the mask and from the Bloodsucker. Now for the chest piece, we're going with Tip of the Spear. Tip of the Spear been in the game for a minute. If y'all watch my previous Pyro video, y'all know I fuck with the Tip of the Spear. For this build, it's insane. It's insane. It's hella underrated. But it's amazing with this build, man. Tip of the Spear is great. With this flamethrower, it's great. Now 2 pieces is going to give us 20% signature weapon damage. So that's more damage on the flamethrower, right? 3 pieces is going to give us 10% weapon damage. So that's more damage on the Scorpio. Now the 4 piece is going to give us the talent aggressive recon. Getting a signature weapon kill gives 15% signature weapon damage for 10 seconds and 25% reload speed. Okay? You automatically regenerate signature weapon ammo every 60 seconds. Every minute you're going to be getting the ammo back. So that's another way to generate signature weapon ammo. Now for the chest piece talent, we get specialized destruction. So it's going to increase aggressive recon weapon damage from the flamethrower from 15 to 30. And every third signature weapon kill is going to generate signature weapon ammo. Now we got armor on it. We got the status effects, of course, and we got a crit damage mod in it. Now, Tip of the Spear is going to come with weapon damage on it naturally. So you will have to find these pieces with status effect on it and put armor on it. Because like I said, the flamethrower doesn't scale off of weapon damage, off of red cores, right? So it would make no sense to go all red when we constantly using, when we majority of the time using the flamethrower, right? So I would recommend going all blues for more survivability, because why not, right? So yeah, go armor on all the pieces. Now for the holster, the second piece, we got armor status effects. That's the whole theme. Armor status effects on the knee pads, and on the gloves we have armor status effects. Okay. Now for the skills, I'm going with a jammer post, but you can run any skill you want to use. You can run ride foam, you can run a decoy, you can run a hive, whatever you want to use for your first skill. You absolutely want to run the shield. That's our secondary skill. We're going with the striker shield, and it's going to give us that additional damage from the target standing in front of the shield. And the cool thing about the striker shield is you can use it with the flamethrower. Okay, so you can get close. You're going to have to be close anyway with the flamethrower, and so the shield just, it's a no-brainer, right? You want to run the shield with it. Now that's basically the build, man. The build is insane. Look, you can craft majority of these pieces. Just go to the crafting bench, like I said. Try to get them with status effect already on them, so you can roll an armor core on them. Okay, let's look at the stats. Now it's not a crit build, so we're not even really worried about our crit chance and damage for real. But if you want to see it, here it goes. We got 22% crit chance on the Scorpio. 38 on the Grudge. On the Flamethrower we got 12. Now when we pop the Assault Link, it's going to give us a slight additional crit chance. Also Vindictive, Finisher, so you can get your crit chance up with those talents, right? And the Assault Link. But the build is insane, man. I think y'all will enjoy it. It's hella fun. I was intending to drop another build today, but when I got the breaking news they fixed the mask, I'm like, oh okay, let me just go ahead and just, you know, provide y'all with this one, man. But yeah, y'all check it out, man. And that's it, man. Fuck with your boy, man. I got a bunch of builds coming up. If you ain't subbed up, sub up, man, so you'll be on the lookout. And yeah, I gave y'all the blueprint. Y'all go out there and build it, have some fun. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man.